Hey there everyone, this is LifeRick. We're back with my playthrough of Etrian Odyssey 3. Today we are going to do more of the 4th floor, do some of the quests involving on the 4th floor, and other stuff that may or may not involve the labyrinth. So let's start by going over in here, making sure I have on all the stuff. I forgot to, let's see quickly, assert this issue. In the previous episode I stole these power rings from Quint, so I need to give them back to him. Okay, good enough. Okay, and limit skills need to be reassigned. Give Mukin a shot. Let's go into the bistro, grab the quest that we need. Oh, the fish festival is an awesome quest, but we can't really do it right now. Let's grab Amber the Light and the letter in a bottle. This is a spear. He's in search of delicacies. He's going to have a few requests for us over the course of the labyrinth days. And it seems that Missy does not like him. Ever heard of Amber Pea honey? That's what he says he's wanting. It says it's very sweet. There are rumors that Amber Bee nest can be found on the B4th floor. Getting to the nest can be tricksome experience. I only say once, so be listening. So she's gonna give you the steps. You're gonna have to smoke the nest, then climb the tree, then cut the nest off the branch. Finally, put the nest in the bag and bring it back to me. I'm counting on you to get it done. Go explore it. Now, if you use common sense, you'll be able to find this out as you do the event later on, in case you forget. Or you can just write down the yellow words that she says, because she tells you she's only going to say it once, so you've been warned. If you ever actually need her to repeat that again, what you can do is you can give up on the task and then re-accept it. And she'll give you the steps again. So just in case you actually did need another go-through of anything somebody says, if it involves like quest dialogue, you can do that. Okay, and we've arrived at the shortcut that we had accessed in the previous episode. The rest of this is essentially all that's left is this upper left corner. It won't take too terribly long. There's a little bit of it's a little bit windy though, so we'll but that won't be too bad. Let's come up here. Solo Great Anaconda set, the easiest Great Anaconda set. Probably going to get him down. Yep. Didn't get his normal item. I still want his scale, but he isn't forking it over. That's okay. Well, by the water, you see a still thrashing fish falling on the ground. You reflexively turn towards the source of the befuddlement and see a bear catching a fish. The fish that came out of flying must have been part of its haul. Looking closely, you spot a bottle of medicine near the fish which another explorer may have dropped. You hesitate to reach for the medicine, worried the bear might interpret it as stealing the fish. Let's take the medicine. You stealthily approach the bottle of medicine, screwing up your courage. You grab it. Unable to help stealing a nervous glance at the bear, you find it staring directly at you. It holds its stare for several agonizing seconds, but goes back to the stream, disinterested. Out of breath, silently thanking the bear's magnanimity for leaving the area. Or generosity, if you will. Very, very generous bear to let us live there. Also, there's no bear-like enemies in the first Stratum, so that's a sure tell sign that you won't be attacked by him. Or, I guess they could make flavor text and just say you just take a bunch of damage. But I don't think there's any danger of that. Like, there is no check there. It's always, the yes will always result in the medicine bottle. So that, we can just move on. Anaconda's frog set. And Monarch March hasn't completely healed Gandris, so that's awesome too. Do I want to watch I can show you kind of what Mumuka does. Let's go ahead and do some fancy smancy things. Because I'm not attacking with many people, it might be a good idea to use it here. Go ahead and launch the guard tactic as well. It's in the Ice Star over there. Essentially, Mimyokin's it's an attack that hits 3 times. It does a good amount of damage, like more than Cross Slash, if it hits the same person like 3 times, which isn't typical. But I just think it takes there's just a few factors that just make me not like using it overall. They tried to nuke Gandra, but failed. Thank you. And Anaconda goes down. Kind of using a lot of TP. I need to be a little bit more conservative with that. Vincent gained a level, getting his final level into Waste Not, which is great, because that means we're going to get items much, much more often. I don't think we want one. I'm going to go ahead and work on attack order. And we should be good. Level 2 Monarch March will serve us pretty good. I think I'll level it up to 3 once I start, if I start seeing that the Monarch March just isn't quite healing enough. And it might actually be right around now, because, like, I mean, 2 HP per step is still a pretty large boon. Just an FOE on the other side of us. That's amazing. Let's go map around. This is a fairly simple area. Got mud here. There's an intersection right there. Kind of goes off into the draw distance. And this loops around like this, as we can infer from the walls that we've already mapped, and the fact that the river is there. So we can't really go through the mud without running into the FOE that's going to catch up to us, so we let the FOE go ahead by dancing. Go through the mud like so. Let's go over here and sneak an item in. Yeah, we got this. They hid an item over here for the Diligent. This is going to be a Medora? Yeah, wow, okay. Memory successful. We should still have enough time to get out of this loop. The encounter rate here is insanely low, so I'm not super worried about running into a fight. That being said, it's still possible. He's directly behind us, and there's no way we're going to make it. So what am I going to do about that? Well, let's just quickly fix this up. Okay. And anything else I need to do? Dormouse is the second month of the game. That's interesting. How much health do you have left to heal? 2? Okay, so we can just step backwards, regain that health, and we're gonna fight this guy. Here goes. Blindside. Little roar. Okay. Keep the attack order in the back. Throw some bolt at him, because that's what he's weak to, and attack him. Heals from the confusion. Nobody really needs healing. Get the line guard up in case he tries to attack people. Give the attack. No, don't give the attack order to the front row people. That's not a good idea. I don't think attack order boosts magical damage though, so this is mostly just for Gandra and Vincent. So there we go. You are attacking. Okay, cool. And we need to do this before the other one shows up. We can't stay in this fight for that long. Gandra's doing a lot of damage, but might not be enough. We have an Amrita or so though, so we should be okay. Got the healing back there. More bolts. We have an Amrita. Let's go ahead and use it. Now, as long as one character in the front is confused, as I said, it's very easy to exploit this AI. As long as one character is confused, he isn't going to try to confuse him again. So we continue. Andrew got smacked, that's okay. She is kind of the most appealing target in the back row, so that's to be expected. I'm going to try to get some healing back there, because she's not going to get targeted. As long as we do this before the other one reaches us, we'll be fine. As I said, this is essentially what I call the easiest FOE in the game. If we were at full TP, this would have also been no problem, but, you know, Zara has to use her TP occasionally. We have this in the bag. Okay. He didn't give us an item, because he's a douchebag, whatever. That was actually really unlucky, considering we have level 5 Waste Knot. usually, like, that's like a 70% drop for us or something along those lines. It should be dropping much more often than it isn't. But I guess I can't complain too much. I mean, we kind of did get blindsided by him, and we did take him out effectively, though, so that was pretty nice. And let's just move on. Just move on like nothing else actually happened. I mean, we lost an Amrita, but it was, like, worth. It was worth to use that Amrita. We got a lot of experience, and we're able to press on. The camp spot's over there, but we don't need it. Yeah. And Amina's gonna heal off from Monarch March. So I'm gonna move on down there. I'm gonna get attack order to 5, if you're wondering. The plan for Gandra is to get a skill called Adnahilo, or Adnahilo, or something along those lines. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but let me show you. So, oh. Pardon me. There we go. That's more like it. Essentially, we are getting attack order to 5 so we can get this, which is a pretty neat skill, but we're not actually going to put a skill point into Adnahilo until it's actually useful. For a while, it's kind of useless. So we're going to get attack order to 5 purely for the physical damage buff. Then we're going to work on guard order, and we're going to work towards a skill called prevent order, and then protect order, which requires rally order. That's a dead end. I'm not really worried about that in the A1 corner. So we're gonna come down here and unlock this shortcut from this side. This is kind of a weird shortcut placement, if I'm honest. The only real reason it's here is to allow you easy access to it because if you're coming from the other stratum, which the exit is around here, and you bring your farm team from over there, then you could easily just march over here, go through this grab this item point, go through this shortcut, get to this mine point, go through that shortcut, go to the take point, which is, I think, the idea of this shortcut placement. Otherwise, it's kind of not that useful of a shortcut place. But it's here, so in case you ever need it, it's going to be there for you. I wouldn't turn it down. Well, I love you too, Great Anaconda. Good times. Before I could even get the guard tactic up to stop her from dying, that's great, Anaconda. You're the best. Gotta do this? Fling bolts at him out of habit. Okay, cool. That should be a 2-hit KO, or a 2-turn kill, after the attack order. Sad that magic doesn't do additional damage to sleeping enemies, but that's okay. And we have this, so we have nothing to worry about. Monarch March isn't going to heal an almost dead Kira, though, so we need to get her back up on her feet. Okay, the amber bee nest is over here. And a Conda set. No, let's get the attack order before we use Manukin, so it does more damage. We don't have the thing, so this is going to be kind of a big deal. Attack Amina, that's nice. I'm going to conserve TP a little bit here and just spam attacks in order to kill him. They should be okay. I'm also going to try to count for getting the sleep off. Also, I should be using the skill with Amina because she does more damage. Oh well. But Mimyukin did so much damage that it allowed us to just kind of get her out of the way, so that was also good. Got the purple scale about time. It's going to give us access to a new pair of shoes. That's going to be great. Dark Ether is good. We need Singularity higher. I'm going to focus Singularity first, then get Etheric Charge. Both are good skills. As we proceed down the forest path, we notice a sweet smell in the air. Look around. There's a large beehive nearby a tree with beautiful, translucent bees all around it. That is quite the good description of the bees. Recall that a gourmet in the city has requested a certain kind of bee's nest. There's no mistake, this must be an amber bee nest. You try to think back on what Missy told you about how to collect the beehive. We're gonna smoke the nest. You could climb the tree first, in case you forgot the order. Throw a rock at it, it's just a dumb option. Never mind, cancel the event and come back later. You decide to start a small fire at the base of the tree to smoke the nest out. After gathering some dry twigs from nearby and setting them alight, a choking smoke rises. Actually, making fire from sticks is kinda hard. The bees fall out from the air stunned, seeing that this is the correct first step. Climb the tree. Gandra finds a convenient toehold and begins climbing the tree. Thanks to the smoke from earlier, the beehive seems to be empty. Gandra climbs up the tree with no problems. Gandra safely made it to the nest. The last thing to do, what do you think about it? Cut the nest off the branch, or cut off the entire branch? Cause why should... Let me put it this way, Gandra's on that branch. If we cut it off, she falls, she takes damage, and not many good things happen. So we're gonna cut the nest off the branch. Pull the hive tightly before cutting at the base of the nest. It's difficult to cut, but after enough work, the nest is eventually cut free. Gandra carefully puts the nest in a bag before returning to the others on the ground. You now have the requested item. Take it to the bar to refill the request. And we don't get attacked by bees, and we don't fall down and take damage, and we don't get attacked by the bees. Move over here to this camp spot. I think I'll go ahead and use it. I'm not actually going to fight the boss, I just want to have the free heals. As we move forward, overcoming ordeals all the while, find two figures at a bridge. It seems to be Marumi Guild. We step forward to them. The boy ninja greets us. Hey, we meet again. If you're all the way here, you must have come to beat Narmer, right? Not a smile as wide and as sunny as before. You'd hate to lie to the beaming boy. The thing is, this is a trick question. In order for us to actually be here, we had to accept a request from the Synodus. So our purpose here is kind of obvious. I don't know if Agata knows that though, so we'll say we don't have, we're not going. Yes. Yeah. I have to get to the second stratum no matter what it takes. Now this is the dialogue tree where you can save some lives. Say no to this. Boys face sours and silk as you hear the answer to decline is coverage. Finally, we'll just look for some other explorers. Agata moves sullenly to one side of the bridge, allowing you to proceed. You decide to follow the way forward en route to defeating the fish beast. Now, if you accept to help him, he will help you by helping you figure out how to defeat the boss, even though that is still a giant mystery to some people. Also, I mapped this wrong because I'm brilliant. This is this door, and we're going to arrive at this camp spot. I'm going to do Narmer and map the area around Narmer in the same episode, so I'm not really worried about reaching Narmer's area, really. Right now, we kind of just want to get this shortcut out of the way, and we're essentially done. I can do a few more attacks down here if I wanted to, but I don't feel the need. This is going to be done when we do the fish quest, and this other part of the east side of the map is going to be done when we go to Narmer, so that's pretty much it for the mapping. We can go ahead and mark it out of here, no problem. Go to the Butterfly Bistro, report this quest in. Get our nice, lovely prize of 600 N. Or 600 N tall, if you know the currency's actual name. Did the going go to get to the nest? Yes, we went through a lot of trouble. And Espira will be really happy. It's very sweet smelling. And she's joking, and she can never tamper with the merchandise. Her reputation will be ruined. Here's the reward for you. Hurry and take it. 600 N. Get a really good chunk of XP. Not that much great for a level 11 team, but I guess my farm team would have actually one of my Terran is one of the commenting people who've been leaving comments in most of my videos has mentioned that he likes to bring his farmers into when he completes the quest so that they get the experience, which is actually a really good idea. Because my team's starting to become over-leveled, I don't need the quest experience nearly as badly. I could probably give it to them and it would work out a bit better and help me have to grind them out less. So I think I'll take that note for future stops. I decided that I wanted to kind of do Resurrect for, I think Line Heal at least is kind of necessary, so let's actually work on that first. We're almost there, just 2 more skill points. Level 13 would be a good marker for that. Everyone else seems to be pretty good, so we just have to leave. Actually, let's do the Letter in the Bottle quest. And it's seen that Innkeeper's son has found a bottle beach with a letter in it, and it came from somebody not in this world, I mean this city. You color me with a surprise paint, a letter all the way from across the sea. Anyways, the son wants to write a letter back, but he is not knowing what he should say. Such an experience, but that is what youth is. He doesn't even know if it'll get there. That's not the point, though. He wants some help when writing the letter. That's it, now go. Okay. Now this is a little bit of a doozy, because I don't remember the correct answer to it. I'm gonna stay at the end until the morning, because it doesn't really matter anymore. We can kill the birds just fine. We're gonna save the game, and I'm going to do a little... Well, just to get the best reward out of this, I'm going to be a little bit careful with how I do this. Let's grab the farm team, just because I want them to get the experience for this. This is a rather easy quest, so it probably won't give much to begin with. But I think it'd be better if they get the experience for this, as I was mentioning earlier. So we're going to talk to the innkeeper. So much, this is wonderful from a letter outside world. It's not really important, is it? Let me talk to you about the letter. A girl named Ellie wrote a letter. She says she's a fisherman's daughter. I think she really likes flowers. She wrote a lot about this field she can see at home. That's all I can really... that's really all there is to it. What should I write back to her? We have the option of write about flowers, write about the fisherman, or ask somebody else. No. Okay, so this quest isn't actually based off what you ask him to write about. That's interesting. The quest is good, the way to get this quest done is to actually ask as many of the other people as possible, get as many ideas as possible, and that's how you're gonna get all your rewards. So we're gonna re-talk to everybody. So talk about job, talk about family, talk about goals, and talk about hobbies. I'm gonna let him talk about the flowers, and we're gonna see if that changed the results any. Yep, all you have to do is get ideas from other people and then choose whichever ending you see is best. That's an interesting take on it. So you can pick an answer, and as long as you got as many ideas as possible, you get the full reward. And it doesn't give you more than 500 experience. That's okay, that's okay. So that was interesting. Alright, well, hey there everyone, this has been Labyrinth. As always, thank you for watching. Next time we're going to do some miscellaneous stuff before we do some armor. I'm thinking, like, getting stuff from Line and Take and Chop Points, doing the Fish Festival quest, and maybe something else. I'm gonna, maybe it will be a surprise. I'm gonna see you guys then. Bye!